We have a lift maintenance contract with you. Well, it seems to be operating by itself. As in moving between floors with no buttons having been pressed. You played my song!
Ryan Martin wants to play it on the breakfast show tomorrow morning, if he can get a live interview with you.
I got a drone. It arrived today. I managed to crash it earlier.
Can I help you?
I'm here to look at your lift.
You're the lift engineer. It's 8 o'clock. I wasn't expecting you until tomorrow.
You were on my route home. What else am I going to do? It's not like I have social engagements to keep.
You want to look at it now?
I like company. Do you have social engagements to keep?
I guess not.
So you say the lift just operated by itself?
Went right down to the basement. Just like that.
It only happened one time?
One time that I saw.
But you'd hear it, right? These old things aren't exactly quiet.
Not from the ballroom, or when I'm outside. Maybe it happened when I was asleep.
You're quite sure it wasn't just someone else using it?
I think I'd know if there was someone else in the building.
Would you? It's a big building. People are quieter than lifts. Maybe a guest decided to stay on?
I check every room, every day.
You can't be in every room at the same time, though.
Are you intentionally trying to freak me out?
Hey, I'm an engineer. Always check the wetware. Lifts don't commonly do things by themselves.
You don't think it's some sort of computer problem?
Computer? This old thing? What is this? A 1980s retrofit?
So, a very old computer?
I guess it might be a solid state controller. Where's that? On the roof or in the basement?
In the basement, I think.
When was the last time you had this thing serviced anyway?
Oh, no time ago. I think Johnny did it in November.
Johnny. Right. Say no more. You got an adjustable spanner I can use here? Stuff needs tightening. My van's a few streets away. I got a bit lost in the last mile.
Sure, yeah. I'll go get it for you.
Loving the revival of Red Jackets, You Will See Me There, writes Ben from Shirton Abbas. Takes me right back to the discos at my secondary school. Why don't we hear this song more? I couldn't agree more, Ben. It's like the golden past and the horrific present served up with a side order of vague romantic hope for the future. Let's make this track popular again. Let's at least get it above its previous high of number 19.
18.
Stream it whilst your kids are around, and that's basically all the time at the moment, right? I want it on permanent loop in their heads. Alternatively, stay tuned to...
This should do the trick. Hello? Hello? I, got your spanner. Eileen? Lift lady?
everything you wish will soon be true. It really doesn't matter what the lies or you exchange. Don't believe a word of any plans that you arrange.
Speaking of things you might have been hearing lately, Red Jackets, You Will See Me There has been getting a few plays here on Radio Wessex. An 80s track, but one which seems to have rather perfectly predicted lockdown. Did lead singer Michael Spencer somehow manage to predict the future with his synthesizers? He's on the line right now, so let's find out. Good morning, Michael. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning, Brian. Thanks for having me.
So let's just get this out of the way. Has coronavirus actually come as a surprise to you, or were you expecting it all along?
I assure you it's been as much a surprise to me as it has to everyone else.
Well, that's a disappointment. Though, I suppose, it's also what someone who could predict the future would say if he didn't want anyone to know about his powers. So we won't close the lid on that rumour just yet. How are you doing, Michael? What's your own lockdown situation?
Actually, I currently work as the site maintenance manager for a seafront hotel in Stancy-on-Sea. And since you can't really leave hotels empty for long periods, I am currently its sole occupant.
Now that sounds extraordinary. All alone in a hotel. Is it a big hotel?
Pretty big. We have 32 rooms, so that's a lot of taps to turn on and off every day.
I would say that definitely qualifies as big. So what's it like being by yourself in a place like that? How far off are you from breaking down one of the bedroom doors with an axe?
I'm not there just yet, but I must admit, it is strange. Hotels are meant to be full of people. Hotels are meant to be full of stories, crisscrossing in the corridors.
Honeymoons and family holidays and business trips and illicit affairs, all taking place together under the same roof at the same time. Weddings and conferences, conventions and wakes. A hotel's like a town in miniature and speeded up. New communities moving in and then moving out every few days. You never quite know what stories you'll briefly become a small part of when you work in a hotel, Brian. New beginnings, sunset endings. The emptiness right now is somehow more than emptiness. It feels like emptiness gone wrong.
I think your skills as a lyricist stop showing down. Emptiness Gone Wrong. That's the name of an album title, or my name's not Brian Martin. Are you still recording, Michael? Do you have any new releases in the horizon? Or is it the caretaker life from here on out?
Site maintenance manager, Brian. I do still write songs, yes. I'm actually working on...
I suppose your association with Gordon Glam must still be a bit of a bitter pill to swallow. For listeners unaware, Michael co-wrote Glam's Christmas song, Full You'll Rock, back in 87. Is that something you regret now?
Yeah, I've regretted it for 33 years now.
Do you recall what your reaction was when you first heard the allegations?
It was me who reported Glam in the first place.
I mean, I really liked Cool You'll Rock. A little on the cheap side, sure, but we lower our standards in the festive period, don't we? It got to number 5. Just think what that song could have been earning you in royalties each year if it hadn't been cancelled.
But believe me, Brian, that's not lost on me.
And of course, it was arguably your association with Glam that caused Red Jacket's subsequent singles and album to flop. But let's see if we can give You Will See Me There another go at the charts. And here it is. Thank you, Michael, for joining us.
Thanks.
Emptiness Gone Wrong. Jesus Christ almighty. How do we get these arseholes? I mean, he's a fucking caretaker. Tell Warwick she owes me.
You're still on air.
You're a music star?
Jesus Christ. Where did you come from?
I went for a look around last night. I got sleepy. I took one of the rooms on the 4th floor. Told you you wouldn't know if there was someone in the building.
Jesus Christ.
So, you're a music star?
An ex-music star. Very ex.
Did you have any hits? What made you give up?
You didn't hear the interview?
The Scottish guy on the radio. I hardly understood a word he said.
I had one hit. One. We got high enough on the charts to register on a few people's radars as possibly up and coming.
And?
And one of those people was a guy called Gordon Glam.
Never heard of him.
I guess not. Not now. He was big in the 70s. Glam rock. Then he split from his band, had a few solo hits. By the mid-80s, he was pretty much done. So, he decided to have a crack at a Christmas single. Something to retire on. Something that would pay out every year. Once a Christmas song is popular, then it stays popular. But you've got to make it popular in the first place. So Glam decided he needed an up-and-coming face attached to it.
And that was you.
Well, he was actually after my group, Red Jacket. But the guys wanted nothing to do with him. He'd gained a bit of a reputation as a dirty old man by then. I didn't really care about that. So far as I could see, this was a publicity opportunity for us I couldn't say no to. So I signed up. I co-wrote the song with him, sang backing, dressed up in an elf costume for the video. It got to number 5.
Number 5? What was it called?
Cool Yule Rock. You won't find it online. It's been pretty much...
Found it. So, you had 2 hits then?
Technically.
I don't get it. A number 5 is a hit, right?
It charted at 37. The following week, it climbs to 14. That was already the biggest hit he'd had for years. And that bigger jump suggested it'd go even higher still. Glam was ecstatic. He invited me to a party at his apartment that Saturday. Lots of alcohol, lots of drugs, lots of guys, and girls.
Sex, drugs and rock and roll, right?
These girls were young, Eileen, really young. 16, 17 maybe, but he had them dressed like schoolgirls. When I saw them, I wanted to get the hell out of there. But I didn't want to risk upsetting him when things were going so well. So I figured I'd slip into a bedroom, maybe come back out after half an hour, say I had a migraine or something, and then go home. I found a room down a corridor. I lay on the bed for a bit, worried he'd come looking for me. After 10 minutes or so, I got bored. My eyes had adjusted to the dark by then, and I could see a pile of photos on the bedside table. I got nosy. I turned on the bedside lamp to look at them.
And?
Children, Elaine. Children.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'll never forget the next couple of minutes. How I tried to conjure up a rational explanation. And then, when I knew there was no rational explanation, how I tried to conjure up a reason to walk out of that room, pretend I'd never been there. But I just couldn't. So I went back out, told him I was sick and needed to go, and he never suspected a thing. I walked from there straight to the nearest police station, because I knew that if I waited until the morning, then I might somehow succeed in talking myself out of it. The next day, Cool Yule Rock climbed to number 5. The day after that, They raided his flat and discovered crates of material.
God.
So, as you can imagine, once the story hit the news, the single sank without a trace. It was months before the trial. In that time, I was forbidden from talking to the press about my role in everything. As far as the public were concerned, therefore,
You were associated with them.
yep. I know I wasn't the real victim in any of it. But that's how I became an ex-music star.
Oh my god, Spence.
What the hell was all that about? You said it would be a 1-minute interview. He practically grilled me.
What are you... Wait, that's your takeaway?
He went straight into the glam stuff. Did I piss him off or something? Wait, what do you mean?
The outburst?
What outburst?
You didn't hear the outburst?
What outburst?
Oh my god, it was car crash radio. Brian thought he'd switched to the song and started sounding off about you live on air. He dropped the F-bomb and everything. Yeah, you pissed him off. Your 1-minute soliloquy on emptiness gone wrong didn't help. Never upstage the host, Spence.
I didn't have the radio on where I was. They told me not to. I didn't hear anything. Oh, well, that's just great. Fabulous.
No, it actually is great. It's amazing. Everyone's been saying how out of touch and self-important he was in that hissy fit. But, more to the point, they've been talking about how well you came across. Spence, you've made the news. The actual news.
Okay. Not really what I wanted to make the news for, though.
You're not hearing me. People are interested in you. Radio 2 want to play your song tomorrow morning. Ken Bruce wants to play it. Ken fracking Bruce! This is it, Spence. This is your big break.